They're about to put me out of my house, man. I'm 8 months behind. I said, you should have called me when you was a day behind.
I thought I was done filming today, but I realized I'm not done filming today. I got to talk about this. Now, right after I filmed the very last video I was filming, I was about to go and start editing, and all of a sudden, I'll be honest, I was about to go eat and then edit. I was about to go stuff myself. But in the interim of that, I was uploading a short form piece of content to Threads. Shout out to all 10 people who use that app. And, you know, they always show you like the main feed that just pops up. And there was a picture that showed up. You can't help but see it. And it's essentially Jay-Z, Beyonce, Diddy and Cassie standing at some football game or whatever it is in the stands. And there's a little quote under it and it says, Jay-Z, because, you know, Jay-Z's the new one that, right, like everybody's trying to pin something on. And again, for me, it's innocent till proven guilty. Diddy, you're guilty. You're done. You're cooked. You're cooked, buddy. You're cooked. That's my honest opinion. You're done and you should be done. Jay-Z, I don't know yet. Maybe by the time we film this, maybe it's the same situation. Maybe it's not. But anyway, I see this picture and under it is a quote. And this quote reads, Jay-Z makes $2.5 billion and his cousin asked him for $5,000. And that would be the equivalent of him giving him a dime. And yet Jay-Z didn't give his cousin the money. Now, first when I read this, I thought to myself, now what in the hell the spirit of entitlement in this generation has gotten out of hand. Because I knew what this post was getting to. The reason they used that picture of Jay-Z standing next to Diddy is because they wanted that association and they wanted to look at this terrible billionaire doing what he's doing. Now, first and foremost, I am so proud of my my thinking people, my individuals out there who think for themselves, my free thinkers, because the comment section was filled with free thinkers, aka common sense thinkers. And the very first comment that just popped up right there was, you know, nobody owes you a damn thing. Or nobody owes anybody a damn thing. And I said, hallelujah, amen. Yes, Shabrakanda, sister. Yes, sister. That is the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Nobody owes you and I a damn thing. Now, this isn't even the end of the story, right? Turns out that the real situation was this. Jay-Z's cousin came to him with an idea, a business proposition, with a half-assed, half-baked business plan. So imagine somebody comes up to you right now and they're like, look, cuzzo, I got a business idea for a taco truck. Now, I ain't got no truck and I don't know how to make no tacos. I don't know a damn thing about a taco truck. You understand me? But I need you to give me some money because you got money and I need a taco truck. You must give me money to get my taco truck popping. And being a businessman, which is what Jay has been for most of his career, even in the very beginning of his music career when he was selling CDs out the trunk, you're thinking to yourself, okay, cuz, what's your plan? What's the business plan? What's the move here? What are we looking to do? Well, you see, again, I'm just trying to get a taco truck, so give me some money. Now, this is me, right? Maybe y'all are a little different because y'all are just the most givingest people in the world. Maybe that's why you're resentful as hell, because you keep giving to, you know, to things that you really don't want to give to, but you feel a sense of pressure, you feel guilt, and so you just continue to give instead of saying no, which is a word that exists. No matter what you have or what you do not have, you can always say no. But nevertheless, I'm the type of individual who look at that situation and say, okay, hold up. First and foremost, why am I a bank now? Because they say, okay, Jay is worth 2.5 million. Mind you, when this happened, he wasn't no 2.5 billion, not million, 2.5 billion. Also, 2.5 billion for anybody who may not have, you know, this level of savvy when it comes to finances. That is in assets, okay? So that is in what he owns. So even when people look at Jeff Bezos, look at his substantial, nest egg. Look how much money he makes. A majority of Jeff Bezos' money is tied up into Amazon and any other business ventures he has. So if Amazon collapsed tomorrow, 80% of that wealth, let's say, is gone. 50% is gone. It's not saying it doesn't have a multitude of other assets. I'm just saying that's how that works. So Jay might have 100 million in cash, or he may have a billion in cash, probably lesser because, again, he's still building his empire in the way that he's been building it, right? Again, I know our ears have been so saturated by the Jaguar rights and all these folks are just, talking to talk. If that's what you're on, then that's what you're on. Like, I'm here with a conversation with thinking people. That's the conversation I'm looking to have here. But nevertheless, majority of the money is going to be tied up in assets, in properties, in artwork, and whatever it may be. So it's not all liquid cash. So let's say he had, to be generous, 500 million in cash, right? And his cousin is asking for $5,000. Oh my God, that's like giving away, $5 or something like that. That's literally nothing. Why would you not give that? That's so selfish of you. Dear cousin, first and foremost, Jay has been known to give, money to a multitudes of business, upstarts, etc., in the family, out of the family. Now, if I had a cousin who I knew was unreliable, who was terrible with money, who was going to make a bad financial investment and would probably destroy themselves with the money, because that's the part nobody likes to talk about, is some people are better off not having the money. That's why they ain't got the money. That's why they keep losing the money. They don't have a consciousness that can keep the money. They will use that money to destroy themselves. I remember my big brother, shout out to Big Brother Earl. One of his friends ended up getting a big settlement for an injury that had happened, car situation, I believe, and maybe $500,000 or something like that. And my brother said in the beginning, he knew that this guy was probably going to, end up hurting himself with the money. Long story short is less than 3 years later, this guy ends up being found, deleted, in an apartment where there were, mounds of cocaína, nose candy, and professional text workers. I'll put it that way so I can keep this one monetized. Professional text workers. That's what his lifestyle had become. He had got himself a lavish apartment that he could not afford, spending money that he did not really have. Because mind you, half of that money was going to go to Uncle Sam. And the rest of the money, you would want to spread throughout your life because he was already somebody who was terrible with money management. So money evaporated and so did his life. And so you think about this, right? You got all these cousins. You got 100 cousins. Once you get famous, by the way, you probably have 100, 1,000, 10,000 new cousins. You got, 50 baby mamas. Like everybody's coming out the woodworks with something. Everybody's your something. Everybody's related to you, right? Everybody wants something. And so you have to be discerning, make decisions as far as, okay, where do I put this money? Where do I invest it? Where do I put this money in order for it to serve them and me? Because when it's all said and done, look, when you get over the people pleasing aspect, when you give because you want to. So that means most of the time you're not giving because somebody came to you and said, you must give now. It's because you had a desire. You said, oh, I want to build this library, for my community. Let me build a library. But if they come to you and say, you must build a library, if you don't have that people pleaser element, you say to yourself, wait, now hold the hell on. No, I'm not in the place to do that right now. Now that is probably hard to understand for many because we've all been programmed with some level of, false altruism, this idea of like, you must sacrifice all of your needs for everybody else. And then, you don't matter, but the society matters more than you, which is really just the government wanting you to believe that because they want you to give, everything to them in essence, right? The more they have, the better, but you'll be fine. So nevertheless, back to this situation right here. Jay's cousin asked him for $5,000. Look, I'm going to tell you straight up right now. I believe myself to be a generous guy. I do. But I'm also not a BSer. Not at this point in my life. Maybe before, when I was in that people pleasing stuff, yes. Maybe before. But at this point in my life, I'm not the person to go and ask somebody for something that I'm not going to give them back. I'm not going to go to somebody without a plan. I'm not going to go to somebody without something. And again, it's like if I go get a loan or something like that, there's consequences. The bank can default on that loan if I don't pull up. But when it's your family, you try to come back to them. Okay, what happened with the business that I invested in? Oh, come on, bruh. They're now asking you for more money. They're back, ask for money. Oh, I was wondering if I could just get an extra 10,000. What about the 5,000 I gave for the taco truck? The taco truck ain't work out. You got money though. You got the money. You got it on you. That's the spirit of entitlement. The spirit of that's going to be the title of this damn video. The spirit of entitlement in this generation is out of control. It is unbelievable that somebody would have the audacity, the gumption, the gall, the belief that they are deserving of something you worked your entire life to build because they got a little bit of blood that's the same as yours. And a lot of folks, they won't even be in your family. They pulling out the woodworks. Nah, but you my people. You know, black. I'm like, okay, yes, black. But you ain't done a damn thing for me, black. Now we both black brothers, right? Now we're brothers because I got something that you want. Nah, don't, I'm not going to be manipulated like that. I'm not going to be played with like that. Absolutely not. And I know myself. My situation continues to get better because I make it so. I know I'm going to be a very wealthy individual. And when it comes to them decisions, in the beginning, I wanted to give everything to everybody because I had that deep people pleaser sentiment. But now I'm in a place where I'm like, dude, if you want an investment, okay, then let's do investing. Because if you went to another man, right, it wasn't your black brother. If you went to somebody else for that very same money, you know what they're going to ask you? What's the business plan? And how am I going to get a return on my damn money? And how am I going to get interest sometimes? Maybe you're just going to put money and invest and break even. Maybe you're just giving a damn handout, a gift. But that cousin came to him with a business proposition. So you're saying you want to go into business with me. If you tell me you want to go into business with me, first I got to say I want to be in this business. You know what I'm saying? I got to vet the business. Okay, this seems like something I would actually be into and I would be willing to invest into. What's the branding of this business? Does it connect to what I resonate with? Are you about some foolishness? Somebody comes to me and they want me to invest in a strip club. Oh, but brother, this is what I love. This is my passion. I don't give a damn if it's your passion. I'm not investing in that. Somebody trying to create a corn website. Oh, brother, I don't give a damn about the blood that we share or about how much money I got. If I don't believe in the thing, I'm not going to put money into it. If I can't trust you to build that thing, I can't put money into it. Now, if you want, oh man, I just need some help, you're better off getting some help in that way. But even in those situations, y'all don't even understand. I got an uncle who is a billionaire, okay? The amount of people that ask you for money on a daily basis just because, and the people who circle back. Matter of fact, I want to find this video of Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley. They're on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Say what you want, feel what you want. I don't know where Oprah stands in all of this, okay? I'm the dude who says when I see it and the evidence is present, it's done for me. You're cooked. Like the Kanye, you're cooked with me. Drake, you're cooked. I saw the video from Mac. You're cooked. There's no chance we can do business. I'm sorry. That is what it is. But if there's nothing on you, but people are just putting it on you because they wanted to be on you, because they've been waiting for your downfall for a long time, that's a whole different conversation. So I'm going to put this clip up of Oprah talking to Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley about this very same subject. So here we go for a second. Let's get into it.
I had a guy tell me, Charles, he said, wow, man, they're about to put me out of my house, man. I'm 8 months behind. I said, you should have called me when you was a day behind. Don't call me 8 months later. Call me the day that you owe. If you want help, that's not help. That's taken care of. And then when they sit there and they play psychological blackmail with you.
You can't read none of the letters.
Oh, man.
That's the thing. I get my agent, he says, I don't understand how you do this. I said, I don't. That's why I hired you. Yeah. Because these people, they got the best stories. Sometimes when I was younger, I listened to these stories, and I'd be crying like, where's my checkbook?
Yeah.
And I said, hey, man, I can't do this. Because you get hundreds a week.
I did in the beginning.
You get hundreds a week from strangers.
Yeah.
Not from friends, from people you don't even know.
Yeah.
Not Michael Jordan, by the way, because Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley definitely came together at one point, but it's Bernie Mac, obviously. That was definitely not Michael Jordan. For anybody who thought that was Michael Jordan, shame on you. That right there was a brother named Bernie Mac. Shout out to the legend, R.I.P., rest in paradise. So, as you can hear right there, firsthand, and this ain't a first case basis. This ain't an anomaly. This is the norm. When somebody comes up on some money, everybody becomes your bestie. Everybody becomes a family member. Everybody becomes the closest family member. Everybody wants something and believes they deserve something from you. And I say to hell with the entitlement mentality. I don't give a damn how much you try to gaslight me. I don't care how much you try to coerce me. I don't care how much you try to manipulate me in any sort of way. My business is my business. And if I want to get into your business, I will invest in that business. If I don't, I won't. Because you wouldn't go to the white man. You wouldn't go to them. Oh man, just give me some money. Well, actually, yeah, with the whole reparations, maybe you would. But, you wouldn't go to a bank. Hey, I got a taco truck idea and I need you to give me some money and I ain't going to pay it back. Excuse. You better get the hell up out of here. You better get the hell up out of this building immediately. Security. We got a nut job in here. That's what they would do. Go to anybody else with that. Anybody else. But all because they're my blood, they're my family. All because, you this and that. No, we're not playing that. And again, this is an individual who I know because people have come out in the past. Before they started the hate train, it was a love train before. When, he did this, he financed this, he put money into that, he put money into this, he did this, he did that, he did this, right? But all of a sudden, now because they want to villainize him, we're going to have stuff like this. Nah, I don't give a damn who it is. You're not owed anybody's anything. There's a whole movement of, eat the rich and, 1%, 99%. First and foremost, if you live in America, you are the 1%. It doesn't matter what lifestyle you're living. You are the 1% of the whole world. So you need to give your money to everybody else then. You need to give all your stuff to everybody else if that's your mentality. This spirit of entitlement is rooted in envy, jealousy, in misery. It is crabs in a bucket. You don't want to see somebody else win. You don't want to see somebody else climb up out of that situation. You don't want to see somebody else flourish unless you're involved, unless you get some of what they have. And you're gonna sit your butt at the house and not do anything, and then you're gonna point to them as the problem, like you're not getting, but they're out there working their butts off. I'm here. Look, I wish somebody would. Y'all see me on this platform. I'm going in. I'm creating content on every platform. I'm making music on a daily basis, putting music out, distributing music. I am perpetually creating. I'm here doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And somebody comes up to me and they say, hey, you, mister, who put your whole life into this, you owe me. I say, you got another damn thing coming. Buddy? Absolutely not. Get the hell out of my face. That is crazy. It's love. We love to talk love when it has to do with us. But what about when it has to truly do with us? Like I use this example. I said, everybody cares about everybody until, everybody's taken care of besides himself. Example, you have people who say, well, these rich people aren't taking care of the community. They're not giving to the community. First and foremost, they're paying 41% of your government's taxes. I'm just going to put that out there. 41% of taxes are paid by 1% of the entire population. Okay? That's just straight facts. If they leave this ecosystem, 41% of taxes gone. The government has already been doing a terrible job with the money. Money's gone, evaporated. I live in California. I've seen it happen. I lived in the Bay Area. San Francisco turned to a wasteland because of this very same thing. That's the politics of trying to pander to people who actually aren't stimulating the economy, but are doing the very opposite, letting them walk in stores and take stuff without payment because, you want to be politically correct. But anyway, back to the point at hand. We have an ecosystem where we have created this mentality of individuals who say that the rich must give away what is theirs because, it must be distributed amongst the masses. I say, okay, fine. So let's take Jeff Bezos, and Jeff Bezos is going to give away all his money to everybody. Everybody in your whole entire city is going to get some money, $10,000 a piece, except for you. Everybody gets $10,000 except for you. Now, most people say it's about everybody else. It's about the community. I just want the people to be taken care of. But if you are missed out of that equation, my friend, you will be pissed. You will still call them selfish. It's a self thing. I tell the whole truth and none but the truth, so help me God. I don't give a damn who likes me or who doesn't. The truth is, it's about us. It's about you. You want what you want. I guess it stopped recording on me, so I don't know where the hell we stopped off, but all I know is the spirit of entitlement is higher than inflation. It's at a hockey stick curve. This is inflation right here, and this is the spirit of entitlement. And so long as we continue to incentivize, so long as we continue to validate those who cry out, wanting what is somebody else's, you work for it, but they want what you have. You need to be paying for their mess. Come on now. You need to pay for their plasma screen and their phone bill. You need to pay that. You need to pay for the decisions that they're making and they regret. You need to pay that. Absolutely not. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I'm not standing for it. And we need to start speaking the truth. We need to start telling the whole damn truth and stop being afraid of pissing people off and stop being afraid of, oh, I'm going to offend somebody and I'm going to this. I'm going to get canceled. Ain't no cancel culture. We realize that now. There is no cancel culture. Dave Chappelle was the most canceled person on the planet. And that brother right there is still getting $50 to $100 million checks for Netflix every time he touches terracotta. Every time he touches the earth, he's getting a check from Netflix because they realize that money talks and the BS walks. And it don't matter if he gets a 0 review on every single one of his stand-up acts from the critics and from the mass media, he's still getting eyeballs. It still pays to be him. He ain't getting canceled. Y'all talk about canceling all these folks all the time, but you still secretly listening and watching. Come on now. Nobody owes you anything, but you owe you everything. That's my point. And you are capable and you have it in you to do anything that you set your own mind, heart, and will and intention to, period. You can. You're going to see my own journey. You see me grow from here to here to here to here. And somebody's still going to be like, well, you know, he's probably Illuminati. He's a plant. And he owes me some money. Man, I'll be damned. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.
I am rich in health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and more.
This the one for those 100 on a batting average. Bag of trackers. This the anthem for the ones no longer hustle back. I don't chase the bag, no, I don't chase it at all. Yeah, I'm the type to manifest about as quick as withdrawals. You see my life in ATM, see all the hundreds involved. Feel like a magnet in my stack and want my energy charged. I don't chase the bag, no, I don't chase it at all. I swear my life is like abundance, got infinity card. I'm seeing 20s, 50s, 100s, swear this life like an art. A young Picasso, I bring it in the image to dawn. I don't chase the bag, I don't chase the bag, nah. I attract the bag, I attract the bag, yeah. I don't chase the bag, I don't chase the bag, nah.